Okay, so I want you to first of all imagine, right, because we live in a world right now, virtual reality, alternative facts, etc. So, I was introduced as Jeff. I just want to clarify, that is an alias. I'm actually The Rock. I put a little hair on so you wouldn't recognize me. You do see, right, that I am The Rock. I mean, in my mind, I'm The Rock, whether you guys all or not. Now, I tried to explain this to my wife the other day. I said, come here, give me a hug. I'm The Rock. And so she goes to give me a hug, kind of like Patsy and I just did. And you know what my wife says to me? She says, Mr. Rock, I have a slight problem. Last time I gave you a hug, I could actually get my arms all the way around you. However, you seem to be bulging in the wrong places. In particular, in your midsection. So, a little reality check from your lovely wife, right? So the first thing I do, being a great, husband, is I say, don't worry, I'll fix that right now. Because she says, what do you usually do when you get a little round around the middle? She says, there's two things that you need to do. One, your mental health isn't great, and two, your physical health isn't great, and three, well, I can't hug you anymore. So she says, you need to go run again. Well, I say, yeah, right now, bye, see ya. Now, I'm a great runner because I have the most awesome headband and visor and pair of sunglasses and Bluetooth earbuds and perfect running shoes and shorts. Now, it took me about 90 minutes to find all that crap. Then I had to figure out if I still fit in it or not, but don't worry, I made it out. Okay, I got into minute run of the run. I'm like, yeah, this is good. Minute 2, oh, that kind of hurts. That's all right, I can do this. Minute 3, oh, that really hurts. Let me just run on one leg for the rest of this run. Minute 6, now both legs are hurting. Do I go home? Hell no. I'm gonna finish this damn run even if I'm hobbling through the rest of the run, right? So now, for my wife's benefit, I've now finished my run 16 minutes later, about a mile, because I'm hobbled on both sides now. Unfortunately for my wife, see, the deal is she doesn't have to change the locks because at my house there's a flight of like 14 steps to get to the front door. I can't make it up the steps. So my wife now just automatically gets a real man because I can't even get back in the house anyway. So that's a little bit about my personal life. Obviously, I'm not the best stand-up comic, and I'm not on Ty's national tour. Ty, we'll talk later. A couple years ago, you also wanted to interview my wife and I for that movie, so follow up, but we've emailed for a long time. We met at your first PVC open mic. Hey, you gotta hold people accountable. But listen, I do have a real job, unfortunately. What up with that, right? You do?
No, I remember,
Serious.
yeah.
Oh, serious, I just made that.
From Germany.
I made...
Your wife from Germany.
I made it all. No, he's right. He's good. You good, man. He's totally right. I do have a real job, unfortunately, right? So one of the things, in jobs is you have colleagues. So I want to tell you a little bit about some different work colleagues I've ever had in life. And one of the cool things in work is you work with human beings. That's not cool. That is not cool. Because you got to deal with human beings when you work with human beings. And human beings don't tell you things that you need to know when you work with them. Like, there's this thing you gotta do when you're at work called a performance review. And so let me give you some excerpts from my performance review. It starts out like this. On 4.7 out of 5 days, Jeff manages to arrive at work tardy. Why'd it get so quiet? 0.3% of the days I arrived on time? Come on now! The next line is, can you hand me my phone, Patsy? Behind you. I'm sorry. I try not to have it written, but then I need it written, I guess. If I'm gonna actually do it, I'm sorry. I do much better at improv. Aging is great too, because now I can't read when I have the glasses on. All right, let me try that over again. I am totally backwards. How did you know? It's always better with audience participation. All right, it's hard to remember. Again, when you have attention issues and your boss tells you things that your performance should improve on, that's why you write them down, or thank God for me, because I can't write, I dictate. So actually, I'm sorry, this is what it said. Because, you got to get the language exactly right, because especially when you're a manager doing a performance review, you got to get it right. So Jeff is a role model of apathy, averaging 4.75 out of 5 days per week of tardiness. Throughout his 8-hour workday, Jeff engages in off-task behavior, not more than 75% of the time. Jeff is often disruptive to his colleagues, known around the office as the jokester, and his disruptive behavior has resulted in an incredible 45% decrease in productivity for his teammates. On a positive note, he's one of the most fun people we've ever worked with, and when he's not annoying us with his juvenile behavior, he does make us laugh. At least once a day? Does that motivate you? It certainly motivates me.
I feel motivated.
Good.
Are you on an action
At least
plan?
you were a role model. Apathy.
Actually, do you really want to know? I'm a master bullshit artist. I actually have a professional degree in business management. I'm also a master's degree. I actually spend things doing professional, advising people about their health and stuff, and I actually lead a team of 50 people, but don't tell anybody, because they don't know I lead them. No, I'm not on a performance improvement plan. I probably should be, though. Yeah, there's some truth in everything, I guess, right? So I'll give you one more quote from my performance review, and you can decide if these are real or not. There is some comedic license, maybe. Jeff is exceptional at seeking attention, pointing out the flaws of others, and at listening to himself talk.
Ooh.
I thought that was a pretty good one. I think that lends itself to leadership and middle management, don't you? How many of you had a boss like me? Who's really good at creating work for others and not getting anything done themselves, right? All right, I think with that I'll wrap it up, all right? Thank you very much for your time, I appreciate it.